Hello everyone, today our topic is how to optimize customer feedback using Google Sheets and Gmail. So here I want to share my feedback form with my customer after completing their order. So for that I have created a database in my Google Sheet where I'm going to add the details of all the completed orders. Now here what I want is that whenever I'm going to add the detail of a new sales order, that automatically I'm going to capture the detail of that order and I'm going to use these details to send an email to my customer with my feedback form. So here for my objective, I have to build a connection between Google Sheets and Gmail. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, I have to use trigger and action. In trigger application, I'm going to use Google Sheets. In action application, I'm going to use Gmail. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen.
I hope all you can see my computer screen, and today we are going to see that how we can optimize customer feedback by unleashing the power of post-sales reviews via Gmail. So suppose I have completed my sales and I have successfully delivered my order to my customer. Now I want to have the review or feedback for my product or services. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share feedback form with my customer on mail via Gmail. So every time I complete an order, then automatically I want to share a feedback form with my customer via Gmail, and this is my feedback form that I've created in Google Form. So I want to share this feedback form with my customer. Now that my customer can fill that form and I can have the review for my product and services, and if I have to improve somewhere, I can work on that. So I want this to happen automatically, and for that I have created a database in my Google Sheet. So in my Google Sheet, I have created this spreadsheet of sales data, and in this spreadsheet, I have all this data of my sales. Now here what is going to happen is that every time I complete an order or deliver that order successfully, then automatically I'm going to add the detail of that order and my customer here in this spreadsheet in a new row. And as I will add the detail of my customer, then automatically a mail will be shared with my customer, and in that mail, I'm going to share my feedback form that I have created in Google Forms. So for doing this automatically, I need to use Pabbly Connect, and with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build a connection between Google Sheet and Gmail, and that too without any coding and programming skills. Now whenever I'm going to add the data of a new sale in my Google Sheet, then automatically I'm going to share my feedback form with my customer on mail via Gmail. So how I'm going to build this connection and how I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, for that I need to open a new tab and search for pabbly.com/connect. And it will take us to this landing page of Pabbly Connect. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly Connect, then you just have to click on this sign up for free button, and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 100 tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I need to click here on this Access Now button under Pabbly Connect, and it will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section, and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. This is the folder section. We can create new folder here, and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now here, I want to create a new workflow. For that, I need to click here on this Create Workflow button, and this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow, so I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to unleashing the power of post-sales reviews via Gmail. And now I have to select the folder where I want to save my workflow, so I'm going to open this tab, and in this tab I will find all the folders that I have created in my Pabbly Connect account, and here I have this particular folder of Gmail, so I'm going to select this and I'm going to save my workflow in this particular folder. Now what I need to do is I need to click on Create, and it will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on, and trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow, and action will just follow that. So we have to set up our trigger first, and here my trigger application is going to be Google Sheets. So I'm going to select Google Sheets here. And now I have to give a trigger event. So I'm going to open this tab, and new or updated spreadsheet row will be my trigger event. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that, what I need to do is I need to use this webhook URL, and this webhook URL is going to work as a bridge between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. Now for connecting Google Sheet in my workflow, what I need to do is I need to follow all these instructions. And first I need to copy this webhook URL. Now I will take you to my Google Sheet. And in my Google Sheet, I have this spreadsheet which is of sales data 2024-25. So in this spreadsheet, I'm going to add my sales data. And whenever I'm going to complete this data and I'm going to successfully deliver that order, then automatically I'm going to fill the status of order status, which is in column K. And this is also my last data entry column. Now what I need to do is I need to connect this particular spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. So for that, what I need to do is I need to go to extensions. And in extensions, I have this extension of Pabbly Connect webhook. But if you don't have this extension, then what you need to do is you need to go to add-ons. You need to open get add-ons. And it will take us to Google Workspace Marketplace. Here we need to search for our extension, which is Pabbly Connect webhooks. And our extension will look like this. So what we need to do is we need to install this particular extension, and I have already installed this. So I'm going to close this. I will go back to extensions, and here you will find your extension. So in this extension of Pabbly Connect webhooks, I will go to initial setup. And here I have two options, webhook URL and trigger column. So first I have to give the webhook URL, and I'm going to paste that webhook URL that I have copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to paste that here. And now I have to give a trigger column. So the trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to webhook URL. So in my spreadsheet, I have my last data entry column, which is column K. So my trigger column here will be column K. And now whenever a data in that particular column will be filled, then automatically the data of that whole row will be sent to Pabbly Connect. Now what I need to do is I need to click on send test. And here the test data has been sent successfully. Now I'm going to click on submit. And my setup is configured successfully. Now I'm going to close this. And here I have this data of my sales. So I have sent the data of this particular sale automatically to Pabbly Connect. And now here what I want is that whenever I add new row with the data of my sales, then automatically I want that data to be sent to Pabbly Connect. So for that, what I need to do is I need to go to extensions. I will go back to Pabbly Connect webhooks. And here I'm going to enable this option of send on event. Now after enabling this option, what is going to happen is that every time I'm going to add detail of a sales in a new row, then automatically the data of that row will be sent to Pabbly Connect. Now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see we have received the response. So in this response, I have the trigger column, which is column K. I have my spreadsheet name, which is sales data 2024-25. And in this, I have all these data of the columns that I had in my Google Sheet. So I have the customer name, which is demo user. I have the date, which is of 30th of April 2024. I have the email, which is demouser@pabblytudes.com. I have my order number. I have the order status, which is delivered. So here I have successfully delivered my order, and I have the payment method, which is in cash. I have the phone number of my customer. I have the product name, and I have the quantity, which is for 3. And here I have the total price, which is of 36,000, and the unit price is 12,000 rupees. Now here I have successfully delivered this order, and I have completed my order. Now what I need to do is I need to share my feedback form with my customer on email via Gmail. So I have received this email address of my customer. So I'm going to use this email address, and I'm going to share my feedback form on this particular email via Gmail. So for that, I need to set up my actions tab. So I'm going to open this tab, and here my action application is going to be Gmail. So I'm going to select Gmail here. And now I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab, and send email will be my action event. So I'm going to select this. And now I'm going to connect Gmail with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection, and I will connect with Gmail. Now here I need to click on allow to give access to my account. So I'm going to click here. And here my connection is successful. Now for sending the email, I have to fill all these tabs. So first what I need is I need the recipient email addresses. So here I have received the email address of my customer from the response of my Google Sheet. So what I need to do is I need to use that email address, and I'm going to map that email address here in this tab of recipient email addresses. So for that I need to use mapping. And what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous tabs, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I need to click here. I will open the response of Google Sheets, and in this I have my email address of my customers. So I'm going to map this. So here I have mapped the recipient email addresses, and now I have to fill all these details. Now first I need to give the sender name. So my sender name will be of my company, which will be Pabbly. So you can give the sender name according to your company or according to you. Now what I need to do is I need to give an email subject, and here my email subject will be your feedback matters. So this is going to be my email subject that I want to send as an email to all my customers. Now what I need to do is I need to first select my email content type, and here I'm going to use plain as my email content type. But if you want to send your email content type as HTML, then you can select that too. I am going to select plain here, and now I have to give the email content that I want to share as an email with my customer. So here I'm going to type my email content. So this will be my email, and here I have to fill all these details. Like here, I'm going to give the customer name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this. And now what I need to do is I need to map the customer name that I have received as response from Google Sheet. So I'm going to open this response of Google Sheet. And in this, I have received the name of my customer, which is demo user. So I'm going to map this. And now what I need to do is I need to give the link of my feedback form. So I'm going to clear this. And for the link, I have to take you to my Google form. And here I'm going to share this particular feedback form that I have created in Google form. Now for getting the link of this form, I need to go to send, and I will go to this link option. So this is my link. So I'm going to copy this link. I will go back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to paste that here. So this is going to be my link for my feedback form, and I'm going to share this link via Gmail with my customer. And with this link, my customer can access my feedback form, and my customer can fill that form to give review of my product and services or give feedback to my company. So here this is going to be my email content, and here I'm going to send this email via Gmail to my customer. So I have filled all the required details here, and I have mapped all these details. So here what is going to happen is that every time I'm going to receive a new detail of a sale from my Google Sheet, then automatically all these details are going to get replaced, and I'm going to receive new detail of the new customer in real time. So every time I'm going to share this email with new customers in real time. Now what I need to do is I need to scroll down, and I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we can see I have received this response. So this is a positive response, and this means that I have shared this email automatically with my customer. Now to check this, what I need to do is I need to take you to Gmail. And here on Gmail, I am on this section of send. And here we can see that I have sent this email to this particular user, which is demo user. And the email address is demouser@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to open this. And this is my email. And in this email, I have shared this link. So I'm going to open this link. And this is the link of my feedback form that I have created in Google Forms. And I have shared this with my customer. And my customer can fill this form to review my product and services. So I'm going to close this. And here this is my email that I've shared with my customer, which is named as demo user, and the email is demouser@pabblytudes.com, and this is the subject of my email, which is your feedback matters. And in this I have shared the feedback form that I've created in Google Forms, and I've shared that with my customer. So here my connection between Google Sheets and Gmail is working successfully, and whenever I'm going to add new detail of a sale that I'm going to complete and I'm going to successfully deliver that order, then automatically by using the detail of that order and customer, I'm going to share an email, and in that email, I'm going to share my feedback form with my customer to get the review for my product and services. Now to check this in real time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Google Sheet, and here I'm going to add the detail of a new order that I have just completed. So I'm going to add the detail in this new row, and here we can see I have added these details. So this is my date, I have the order number, I have the customer name, which is test user, email is testuser@pabblytudes.com, I have this phone number, I have my product, which is test product, I have the quantity, which is for 2, unit price is 10,000 rupees, I have the total price, which is of 20,000 rupees, payment method is of cash, and my order status is delivered. So here I have successfully delivered my order, and I have completed this particular order. Now what should happen is that automatically by using the detail of this order and the customer, an email should be sent to my customer, and with that email I should have shared my feedback form that I have created in Google Forms. So I should have shared this email via Gmail. So to check this, let me take you to Gmail. I will go back to send emails, and here we can see I have sent this email to this particular user, which is test user, and the email is testuser@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to open this. And here we can see I have sent this email to this customer, which is named as test user, and automatically I have shared this email with my customer, and I have just added the detail of this customer in my Google Sheet, and in this email I have shared the link of my form, and this is the link of my Google form that I have created for getting the feedback from my customer. So here we can see that my connection between Google Sheet and Gmail is working successfully, and whenever I'm going to add the detail of a new sales that I'm going to complete, then automatically I'm going to send an email to my customer, and on that email I'm going to share my feedback form to get the reviews for my product and services from my customer. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here I have successfully created this connection and automation between Google Sheets and Gmail to unleash the power of post-sales reviews via Gmail. So let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger, and my trigger application was Google Sheets, and my trigger event was new or updated spreadsheet row. Then I have set up my actions tab, and my action application was Gmail, and my action event was to send email. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description so you can check it out from there, and thank you for watching this video.
Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this by using Pabbly Connect. So if you want to reach out to us, then email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, then you can write us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any issue with the pricing, then you can visit this link. And if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.